So that's it. It's been 1 month with the Bones X Formula 54mm side cut wheels, and I have to say they performed beautifully. Now with this, I do gotta say welcome back if you are returning subscribers or you've seen the original X Formula video. If you haven't, the link will be down below and hopefully up here somewhere. Go check it out, and if you're here for the follow-up, welcome back. Also, if you can, like, comment down below, and also subscribe to the channel if you're loving the content. So I'm gonna go over the list I actually used in the last video that I kind of laid out that Bones talks about, and they say this is what this wheel does. And I'm gonna give a little bit more insight to what I experienced using this wheel for 1 month. Now let's get into it. And first off is rebound of the wheel, or the more speed you get with this wheel. And I have to say it does complement those words to the exact T. I did not have any problem picking up speed with these wheels, and as they broke in, they're even getting better. Now the slide ability and the grip ratio, just like the Dragon wheels, if you've ever seen Powell Peralta Dragons, into these, like I was talking about, it pretty much takes away the longboard feeling of that wheel. The gripping and the slide ability is always there, and that's the best part about this wheel. The one thing that they do list out is softer landings, which is easier on the body. And I do have to talk about this because for me, a long sesh at the park over 4 hours, you know your body's gonna have some aches, the legs. As I'm getting my dexterity back into skating, as I'm getting more comfortable, I'm doing bigger and bigger tricks at larger heights. And for me, I'm pushing 33 years old, that my knees, I gotta really watch out for that. I gotta take care of that, and the feeling after a sesh is not as grueling as it used to be. And them posting that this wheel gives you softer landings, I have to say it is very true, and I'm so happy to take that benefit. Now they do talk about a smoother ride, which is less vibration, and I do have to say that as I'm getting more comfortable, I am going faster into tricks, and they have been much easier for me. And honestly, one thing that stood out to me is that it did say power on all terrain, and I will say that is so true, because not just going to the park or skating in the street, it's been an all-around advantage. And this is what I laid out from the beginning, was that this skate wheel is for an all-around skater. And it's so true. If you're going to go to a park, not only some gravel that you may conquer out in the streets, but also at the park, you're going to be hitting more than just flat ground. You're hitting transition, maybe coping, rails, ledges. This is where the wheel does and still performs so well. And last, it's their quote on the bottom of that. It does say the best just got better. So something that time only could give me, or this 1 month could give me, is their claim that this is long lasting and made with high quality materials. And I will have to say, this wheel did it all and did not chip. I didn't get any flat spots, and that means the world to me as I'm skating. Not only that, but a lot of people who end up seeing that I had the wheel and they wanted to try the skateboard immediately noticed that if it was like the Dragon wheels, it didn't feel the same. And this is where that longboard feeling comes in. You can literally hear the difference between dropping a X Formula wheel on a skateboard compared to having a Dragon wheel on a skateboard. And if you drop them, you can definitely hear a difference. So for a lot of people, like I said, that is the pinnacle of the difference and why they would go to the X Formula other than the Dragon wheel. Not to say that the Dragon wheel is in any part a disadvantage, because for me the Dragon wheel is still the end all be all, because I enjoy that feeling. A lot of people though do not. So the X Formula, if you don't like that longboard feeling until it breaks in, go with the X Formula, definitely. Not only that, but the last video I did say that this wheel was very much for the all-around skater, and considering all wheels will do their job from a certain point. Now, how long is it going to last? You know, if there's a chart, how long will something last compared to how much you're using it, as well as that, what type of ground you're riding on, everything goes along with it. So in this case, I will say that this wheel for a month has lasted me and is still going. They still look awesome. They still feel awesome. They still perform awesome. They don't feel tired out, and that's the big part about this. Did that money match up to the life expectancy of this wheel? And I have to say, with what they're talking about here and what they list out, life expectancy will still keep going. Now I'm going to sum up this video in the way that I usually do, which is that I can only relay or tell you so much about this wheel until you need to try it out for yourself. And I will say, try this wheel out for yourself, the different versions, mess around with the different cuts, because progression only really gets there until the confidence gets built up. And in turn, that has to do with the person. So I'm going to say this, is that for me, the wheels were A+. They were an awesome new addition to the arsenal, like I was saying, about progression here in skating. And And for me, this is just another piece on my journey to get better and better. So I hope this helped anybody out there who's looking into the X Formula wheels by Bones, different millimeters or different type of cuts, because it did work for me. And I do have to say, keep skating. If you haven't already, like, comment down below, as well as subscribe to the channel if you want to help this out. Thank you for watching again. This is Mick.